nobody in the world has a better coaching team than I do. I drink my own Kool-Aid. I live that way. So when I tell you people to do in business, yeah, but I'm doing that in my martial arts training. Well, I mean, sincerely, why did you make that decision? That you've gone through my courses, you've gone through you've gone through markets mastery the second time right now. You've been through the entrepreneurial course, you've been through the real estate course. Why did you make the effort to do that instead of just doing some random shit?
Because I know this is the path to the wealth I want in my life, and I already know the path to success from, being a good fighter, being a top contender in the UFC. I know what it takes to be good at anything, to be great at anything. It takes a lot of work, and people to help you as well. Good coaches, good mentors, and when I decided to have a $10 million net worth, which is my goal now, I was like, why? I shouldn't learn from the best. I have to go learn from the best, And that's what I'm doing now, going through all their courses, which is not easy. Not easy. They're hard. But that's what I do all day. I'm in front of my computer, taking notes, reading the books, studying, because it's what I have to do to achieve my success, my financial success, so I can have all the things I want in life. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of dedication, and it takes good mentors and coaches to help you along the way. Also, I choose to hang out with this guy whenever I can. Whenever he tells me he's got time for me, I run and go spend time with him, because every time I spend time with him, I learn something new. I become better. I do better. I learn better so I can do better. That's one thing he talks about a lot. If you knew better, you would do better. And I'm always trying to do better. So I have to know better. And I'm always learning from him.
We learn a lot of things from each other, and I have, I can say, all the same kind of things and more. When I wanted to work on health and fitness and MMA training and jiu-jitsu specifically, Claudia has helped me so much with that that I make the joke, but it's also very sincere and true. Like, imagine if I watched like some videos on the internet and like wrestled around in my living room with like a pillow or a big stuffed teddy bear or some shit. Like, you know, I got my purple belt. A lot of people, it takes them 5, 6, 7 years, and I did that in like 19 months.
And really, like, he's got the skills of somebody that is like a really good purple belt. It's impressive, like how much high level skills he got from that short time. But then he's spending 5 hours a day with world champions back to back, and he was able to do what not a lot of people were able to do. Maybe nobody got to do that.
I haven't heard of it. I asked some of my coaches and the fighters that I train with, and I don't hear stories like that. I'm not sure who that person is. We'd be natural friends if that person exists. We'd be friends for sure. So I'd be happy to meet that person, male or female. For sure, we get along great. But I just don't hear a lot of stories like that. I have my brown belt in a year or less from now because I'm putting in the work every day. So I have the best coaches in the world. Nobody in the world has a better coaching team than I do. I drink my own Kool-Aid. I live that way. So when I tell you people to do in business, yeah, but I'm doing that in my martial arts training. When I want to lift some weights and think about, I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder, but I enjoy lifting weights. I enjoy being strong and fit. And, I want to do that. I went and found a lot of the best coaches in the world to help me with that. Flex Lewis is one of those guys, is 7-time Mr. Olympia, and other people that were on the Olympia stage, that, top contenders and winners. So I think anything that you want to be great at, you have to find the best people in the world who already have done what you want to do, and shut the fuck up and follow their advice. I just don't see a lot of people being successful if they don't do that. I haven't seen it work out too well for anybody. So, life is too short. You don't have the time and energy to fumble around by yourself. It's going to be very bad. If that's your plan, it's going to be very bad. So, the same way that I needed coaches to achieve high level goals in other areas, if you're a person who's serious about having high-level outcomes in finance. I don't think there's a better person in the world that could help you with that better than I can. And I want to say very clearly, like I'm a tough love coach. If you don't do the work, you just throw those people out. If you're lazy, you won't do the work. I don't care what happened in your life. Shit happens in my life all the time, and I still show up consistently. And I felt pretty sick today. Really, I woke up and feeling mediocre, and I ate. I felt like I had some food poisoning, and then I went to the gym and lifted weights for 2 hours. And my stomach was nauseous and upset. I felt dizzy at times. And you take a break for 20 seconds and you go do the next set. And like that's the sort of culture that she and I have together. That's how we live together. And we go do difficult things. We value our goals more than we value our excuses. And if you're that type of person, you'd fit right in. We'd be fantastic together. And if you're the type of person that as soon as things get a little bit difficult, that you're a quitter. I mean, those people have low integrity. They're not even integrous with themselves. They're not even living in integrity with themselves. You're lying to yourself. You break plans with other people. So, oh, this thing came up. Oh, I'm a little sick. Like, nah, man. Like, it don't matter. Like, the success gods don't care about your feelings. Money gods don't care about your feelings. The great thing about all the things we're talking about is that if you're going to be like a champion level fighter, you're not just going to train on the days you feel like it. If you're going to be a bodybuilder or have any level of serious fitness, you're not going to just train on the days you feel like it. And if you want to be a multimillionaire, I think you need at least a $10 million net worth to live a truly comfortable life. If you want to have, cross that prosperity line and have 10 million or more dollar net worth, you're not just going to be able to study and, work on that compounding of wealth on the days you feel like it. You're going to have to, that has to be who you are. You have to value your goals more than your excuses. And part of the weak parts of who you currently are, you might be a far above average person, and I hope you are. Those are exactly the people that I hope to speak to and communicate with today. You might be doing well above average, but we all know we could do better. I'm still doing better. I learn new things every day. I'm very inspired. This small woman here is half my size, and I'm inspired by her when we go to the gym and we lift weights together. And I can lift some heavy things, and I look over and she won't just lift half of what I do. She'll do a little bit more than that. It inspires me to work even harder. And I think she and I have inspired each other to do better, in our fitness, in our training, in our financial lifestyle for sure. And we've just built a culture around, very success-oriented culture. And if one of us is having a bad day, we'll say a couple nice words to each other and provide a little psychological comfort. But then we still go do whatever we were going to do today. We don't break plans. We don't break plans. And, for people, the reason I say that might not be obvious to some people. Like, what's that got to do with my finances, Derek? I thought you were going to help me make millions and millions of dollars. Well, I mean, if you can't show up for your own success, then you don't really belong with us. And, if you're not going to show up for the success of the group, if you're not serious about contributing at a high level, I don't need your money, man. I don't need your money at all. My stock market money will make me plenty of money. My real estate investments will make me plenty of money. The beautiful thing about my business is I don't have to work with people that I don't actually like or respect. So, if you don't respect yourself enough to show up for your goals, you don't need to be around us. You want to be training somebody like that in some martial arts and they show up once in a while when they feel like it.
I want people that are driven, that really want to learn, that is asking questions, striving to be better every day, showing up as the best version of themselves every day. Whenever I'm working out with Derek and I see he puts more weight in there, I'll put more weight in there too. Not because I want to be better than him. This is not a challenge between us. It's a challenge myself. I want to know that I can do better every day, that I can lift more every day. Like today, I was all happy because I was able to lift more weight than last time we lift. lifted weights together, you know, and that's my challenge every day, to be the best version of myself, aligned with my values, you know, having a lot of integrity, respect for the people I love, you know, and hanging out with the people that really matter in my life and the people that are really helping me close the gap between the person I am now and the person I have the potential to be. You know, I'm always striving for that. There's always a big gap between, you know, the average person that is living their life now and the person they can be, you know, and I'm every day closing that gap, every day working towards closing that gap, you know, and hanging out with this guy because he is crazy when it comes to details. He's very detailed orientated, like everything in his life, it's like laser focused, right? So just by hanging out with him, I raise my levels of, you know, the things I do on my own. You know, I go home and I go like, no, I got to do better at this. I got to do better at this because I have goals and I'm attached to my goals, and I wake up every day and I want to get closer and closer to my goals. And for that, I have to set higher standards and do better every day, choosing to conquer every day. I'm very attached to his branding. Choose to conquer every day. I choose to do the hard things every day. You're not going to see me laying in the couch. If I feel bad, I'll fix that, you know, or I'll just not deal with my emotions and I'll go do the thing that I have to do. When I was here, I had plans with you on January 1st.
Yeah.
I was dying sick on antibiotics, I was taking prednisone. I was so sick. Did I show up?
Yeah, showed up. No complaining, no crybaby shit. Just, you know, we had plans and we had some obligations with other people that we both fulfilled on. And, you know, that's how she is. So, you know, for those of you who watch my Instagram story, and sometimes you see her and I, you know, lifting weights or training or talking business together, just living our lives together. And, you know, I sometimes poke at people in the audience and like, because, you know, a small woman here is outworking most of the men out there. You know, it's midnight on the weekend, it's midnight, she's not out partying, she's studying. She's learning about finance, learning about entrepreneurship, and, you know, she's already a multi-millionaire and owns many properties and investments. But that's not enough. You know, she knows that if she continues on that path, and, you know, in the midterm, she could have that $10 million, and in the longer term, you know, probably $100 million or more. So she's just doing the right things every day. And I just created habits that way too, just do the right things every day. And I mean, if you're soft and weak and you're not really inspired to take care of yourself or do the right things, man, then, you know, you deserve to have the wrong outcomes. You deserve to have bad outcomes. And how would the world be so crazy to provide you great outcomes for your mediocre performance?